Hello everyone, welcome to the video. Please like and subscribe. I'm just kidding. You haven't even seen the video yet. Why would I say that? That's like telling you to pre-order video games. That's just bad for the industry, guys. Let's think that one through. What I wanted to talk about today is the 7.26 new Dota patch, which is unlike, I've only been playing, oh my god. I've only been playing Dota for like 6.5 years. Air quotes. But I've never seen a patch like this. A major numbered patch especially, but it seems small. Spoiler alert, it's really not small, especially considering there's going to be follow-ups after this, so let's just read it. This release is focused on only the following systemic changes. Once these changes settle a bit, there will be follow-up hero and item-specific adjustments. So, once they see the data, they're going to start tweaking some items and heroes, and I'll tell you who the #1 hero that will be tweaked is in a moment. Attributes no longer provide magic resistance, spell amp, and movement speed for the agility, intelligence, and strength stats. If you didn't know, 1 point of strength gave you 0.07 or 0.08 magic resistance or something like that, 0.06 spell amp or whatever, and whatever. Couple points, 10 agility would give you 3 movement speed. This is nice for microing, because I know I would have to change my treads to agility to get somewhere 3 movement speed faster. Yes, I'm that much of an efficiency whore. So, no more free movement speed, spell amp, or magic resistance from your stats. I'm kind of okay with this. It keeps those numbers the same. You don't have to be calculating for that extra 5% magic resistance or whatever. Obviously, this is going to impact any hero with extremely high stats. So heroes that built a lot of stats or had really high stat gain, Centaur, Morphling. Anyone who makes no stats is pretty happy with this. I'll tell you who's really happy with this particular change. Actually, Necrophos. Because Necrophos' Heartstopper aura, which was typically his biggest damage dealer, wasn't even affected by spell amp anyway, and it was reduced by magic resistance. So it doesn't, you aren't losing any spell amp on it, and magic resistance is not affecting it anymore. So I think the biggest winner of this tiny change here is gonna be Necrophos. I think the biggest loser, it's a tough one. A fat Centaur, Morphling obviously is losing a ton of magic resistance when he's in full strength, which matters a lot because you got like 4,000 health then, as well as movement speed when he's in agility. And Morphling's a slow hero. He's a very slow hero, so missing out on that movement speed is potentially a big deal. And then we have gold bounties reduced by 10%. To be specific on buildings, lane creeps, neutrals, and heroes. So everything but passive gold gain. Tiny buff to supports, because you were the one farming the least of these. So yes, you, the support, will have less money, but the cores will have significantly less money. So I would call that a tiny support buff. And a massive alchemist nerf. Anytime that gold becomes harder to find, if you can make more with the gold that you have, alchemist gets a lot better. So that's who you guys should be abusing, is Alchemist. This little yellow goblin here, max gold bonus per kill, 32. So the melee creeps were already giving about 34 gold. Reduce that by 10%, they're going to be giving about 30 flat, just 30 flat. So that means that you're getting double gold from every melee creep, essentially, once you have max Greel's Greed. Oh boy. Already, in only a couple games, I'm seeing Alchemist and high MMR being completely abused. So, this is the biggest winner of the patch period. He will be nerfed, guaranteed. He was already fine before this patch. Biggest winner, Alchemist, no doubt. It's going to be a minor nerf to heroes that stole stats, so Slark, which is a little sad for me because this is my second most played hero. You're not going to be getting very noticeable, really, move speed when you get high Essence Shift stacks, and you're not going to be reducing their perks when you hit them. You're not going to be gaining magic resistance when you steal strength on Undying, which is really sad for him because he's already so bad. And he's going to be even worse now. No free magic resistance on Pudge. No free magic amp on Silencer. Bounty Hunter, of course, is another hero that just has a fixed amount of gold gain. Seems like a pretty significant buff to Bounty, because you're still stealing the same flat amount, and the enemy is going to be making less gold. So, just percentage-wise, Janata is 10% stronger now. Track is 10% stronger. 10% is a lot. That is a lot. As for the items, you might be thinking, oh, Midas is good now? I'm going to say no. I will say it's maybe like 2% better, but you're going to get it 10% slower. The games will last a little bit longer, yeah, so that's pretty nice for Midas. It's definitely better now. It's definitely better, but it's still, it was like the worst item of the patch almost before, so I don't think it's good, but we'll have to see. We will have to wait and see. Any just raw damage item is a little bit better, and any raw stat item is a little bit worse. You don't need me to point out which ones those are. Killstreak gold reduced by 50%. I'm all for this. It kind of sucks to punish somebody for doing really well. 50% is freaking huge, though. That is huge. It means it's not as punishing to be playing aggressive when you're beyond godlike. It is kind of dumb that, like, oh, you played aggressive to get this far, and now you should just play really, really safe, because you're going to give up 1,000 gold when you die. Now you're going to be giving up more like 700, because the bonus, I assume they just mean the bonus, obviously, not your overall gold. So you were giving up maybe 600 extra, 700, there's a formula to it, but usually about 700 extra gold just for being about beyond godlike. So instead of giving up 700 extra, you're going to be giving up 350 extra. So that's pretty nice. As for the item changes I predict, I don't know about item changes. We might see some nerfs to auras again, because the auras aren't stat items to begin with. So stat items are just going to be a little bit worse. But most of the stat items were really good. I think a stat item that sucked already and is going to suck even worse now is Scotty. Scotty is going to need a significant buff to become decent again. But, things like your Wraith Bands, I think they're still good. I don't think those will need any changes. I think maybe Radiance might go up in value. Obviously, not a stat item, and you would expect games to last, maybe even 10% longer. Well, with gold being reduced by 10%, so we'll just have to wait and see. Alright guys, ban that Alchemist, or spam the heck out of it. And we'll have to see when Ice Frog releases the hero updates. Probably with the Battle Pass? Maybe? It's not happening, probably, but I thought there's one thing I know. Gaben loves money, so he'll release it at some point. Thanks for watching, everybody.